Hello, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to resolve issues with the delayed data upload scans. Now, to start, let's look at the ILMT dashboard, and you'll have to pretend that there is a blue bar here in this top left, and that delayed data upload has some servers. And if you hover over it, it says essentially that it hasn't uploaded data for the last 10 days, and that it may be because it's offline or there's a network issue. And that is typically always the case, is that the computer is not reporting into BigFix, either because of a network issue or it's been decommissioned or or there's a duplicate server. And so to resolve that, we'll go to BigFix, and I'll just show you how to address each of those scenarios. So the first scenario would be if a server has been decommissioned. Now this server doesn't appear in the ILMT console because it doesn't have the agent, but it does have the BigFix client. But this is what it would look like if you had a server that was in that category. It'll be grayed out instead of this darker color. And if the server has been decommissioned and you've been able to verify that, then you can simply right-click on it and then select Remove from Database. Now, if this is a test server that is going to be turned on again in a few days, then you just leave it be. Preferably, these are always kept on to avoid having to do this. But again, if it's been decommissioned, then just remove it from the database. And the other scenario would be if there's a duplicate server. So, if you were to copy this rel name into here and see multiple servers, then you would just remove the one that is not reported in for the longest time, and that's been grayed out. And you can look at the last report time here. The easier way to do this, if you have a lot of servers that were in that scan category, is go to BigFix Management in the bottom left, go to Deployment Health checks in the top left, and then check under here for duplicate computers, and it will show you the computers here if you have any. And again, keep the one that has the most current connection with BigFix. And what that normally means is just the IP address has been changed. And so if it has an old IP address, BigFix will still expect that to report in sometimes. So you just have to manually remove it. Now, if none of those have resolved the issue for you, then the next thing to do would be to go to Services and restart the client. So let's imagine that this was offline. This is the client that that is installed here locally on the same server that BigFix is installed on. But regardless of where it is, you go to that server, and then you just go to Services, and you can restart it. Now for Linux, it's very similar, but you would just go to the console on the Linux environment and type service space bez client space restart, and all lowercase. But that being said, if the restart doesn't work, and you should be able to see if it works fairly quickly, you can send like a refresh by right-clicking on it and do send refresh. But typically this should show up within 15 seconds or so. And if it remains the same, then you can go check out the logs. To do that on a Windows server, you'd go to Program Files x86, BigFix Enterprise, BES Client, BES Data, Global, and Logs, and then you just find the most recent one, which in my case is the one at the bottom. And then you would just scroll down until you see something that shows an error message. So in this case, all of these say command succeeded, and that says, it says the same thing pretty much all the way through because it's reporting in. But you'll often see something that says, oh, you couldn't resolve host name or something like that, and that would indicate a network issue, which is often the case if those previous steps have not worked. So you'd want to get with your networking team and share the specific error and just show them where it failed, and hopefully that can help point you in the right direction to resolve the firewall issue or hostname issue, whatever it may be. So hope that video was helpful, and thanks for watching.